Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Washington Redskins and the Dallas Cowboys. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. This will be taken short. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. First down, Murray. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run.
Well, partner, it's pretty simple. One thing you don't want to see defensively, on the very first snap of the game, some guy running free like we just saw there.
Heck of a start for this offense, no doubt. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Murray now on first down. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Vincent Smith, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Darius Geis, his first carry of the game. And his first carry, he loses the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, we figured they'd come out with intensity and aggressiveness on the defensive side of the ball, and they have an early turnover to show for it.
They lived up to their reputation. That's who they are. They want to attack on every play, even though they're playing defense. And you're exactly right. Force the early turnover, and now they'll try to attack again and again throughout the game.
Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. Following that fumble recovery, it's Murray. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film. It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Washington. in for the score as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Hopkins with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd down.
Check. Lucky. We're going to 54 wide in.
Prescott from the gun. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Montez Sweat. What a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. Out now comes the Cowboys punter. Remember, his first attempt was returned for a touchdown. He gets this away as he'll wisely, I'd say, angle this to the sideline. And now that'll kick out of bounds, and this is going to be spotted back at their own 30. Oh, man. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our...
And that's caught inside the 30. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Extra point good by Hopkins. And it's now 14-0. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points. Get that 0 off the board. On 2nd down, Elliott. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 16 and a Dallas first down. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 23 yards, the final tally. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Go, get out there, get out there.
Elliott running right. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And to the tight end here, Safarian Jenkins. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Austin Safarian Jenkins. His 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. He's going to float this one deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. So with a big gainer anyways, he'll go ahead and take that instead of the pass interference call.
They didn't need the penalty. It would have been different, right, if they had somehow lost some yardage somewhere, but they did not. Gained all they could, down to the spot of the foul. Nothing to be gained by taking the penalty.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. From 17 yards out. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Give them 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first. A first down carry by Elliott. Bringing him down there, Jonathan Allen.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. Kill. There we go, kill. There we go, going to 53. Check. Kill.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Deron Payne in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. 3rd and long for Prescott. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Out now comes the Cowboys punter, as he'll come on to kick this one away. And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
And the drive begins with a run by Geis. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Big stop, G. Big stop.
This is Grant. Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Montez Sweat, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year.
That's what I'm talking about.
They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon.
Go to 54, 180.
He's coming. Double up. He's coming, double up.
Looking to throw. Prescott looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. The Cowboys on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 19.
We're going to 53.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Montez Sweat in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 now on the season. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. A minute 52 to play until halftime.
Let's go, let's go.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And all the way down to the 35. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field.
Tight go, tight go, tight go. Watch the safety creep.
Now a handoff, Geis going right. Give the Redskins 13 there and a first down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Throwing on first down is Murray. Going for it all. And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. Terry McLaurin hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Hopkins with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
The first down run for Elliott will net him about 5 yards. It's second down. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. The first down run got 5. Here's second and 5.
Check 50, check 50. Kill, kill, kill. Kill.
Elliott. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
We're going to 53.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Incomplete.
Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Let's make these babies cry.
Hey, kill.
Let's make these babies
47.
Watch twist.
10th carry now for Elliott. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. I got one.
Here's Prescott. And that's Elliott, complete. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. And this is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Redskins will take control of the football in great field position. Murray now on 1st down. Murray fighting, lost the football. But the Redskins look to get this one back, and indeed they did. It's still Washington football. The Redskins going to go ahead and use their final timeout, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. The first down play, to be frank, nothing short of awful, and now they have to deal with 2nd and very long. Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while. What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Murray with a 3rd and long. And that will be incomplete. He was waving his arms, wanted the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of the story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass that you blew coverage on, what did you say to him?
Yeah, it's really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time he'll just walk it out here and hand it to you. Would that be easier? He wasn't real thrilled with that.
That's cold-blooded. Cold-blooded. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
I know he ain't got it. Check.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll just keep two hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Just a gain of a yard in what all likelihood will be the final play of the first half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at his 4. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now Prescott. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Clemson product, DJ Reader, got in for the sack.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
They'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Prescott now. Over the middle, complete. That's Harvey. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. Out now comes the Cowboys punter. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
They get this to Smith on the jet sweep. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They'll try and get it with Geis. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. 3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Check 3, check 3. Check. Back.
They run. This is Scarborough. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Good solid gain on 1st down, about what you'd expect from the big guy carrying the ball.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 33-yard line.
Come on, set. 15 on it. Line 54. Hey, watch the slam.
On 2nd and 7, Murray. He's going to float this one deep right side. He's got it at the 15. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Here's Murray. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain, followed by a sizable loss here.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. And that is caught, but he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge. Incomplete.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfires.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now a run with Geis. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the first down. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves them looking at a fourth down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Watch the boot. Watch the boot.
They go to Elliott again. This will go for 5 up to the 33. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. They'll run with Elliott. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Switch gears.
It's 4th down.
Let's go. Come on. 46.
On 4th, they do snap it to Prescott, and it is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Redskins will take control of the football in great field position. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, one set.
Murray now. Rush coming, and he's taken down. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. They'll run with Geis. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
They're going to need some therapy after this.
Slam.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Murray looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This will be from 56 yards out. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. Back now in Arlington. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe he'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. Running with Elliott. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. Ezekiel Elliott not able to get it past the marker. And the Redskins defense going to take over on the turnover on downs. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. Murray now to throw. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And some space here. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. Murray going to throw. Oh, so close to an interception. Read that beautifully. Got his hands on it, couldn't get it. And it's 2nd down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Murray again, 2nd and 10. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he will score. Touchdown, Washington. Kyler Murray, 26 yards. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Extra point good by Hopkins. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They start on the ground with Elliott. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Again, it's Elliott. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 38.
Now a handoff here to his running back. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Too little, cut.
Here's Elliott. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the 1st down marker, and now it's 3rd down. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. The Cowboys on third down. It has been a disaster. 0 for 8 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
You go tight. You got
This is Elliott. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
Here we go. Here we go. Under.
The Cowboys will go. Prescott. And this is incomplete. And give credit to Reuben Foster, the linebacker, getting a hand in to disrupt. Being just short of midfield, they decide to take a crack at it on 4th down. They don't come through.
Sometimes it's just showing confidence in your defense. You know that they're good, and they'll take care of you. A lot of coaches during the week will announce to their team, we're going to be aggressive, guys. We're going to go for it. Hey, defense, you got me? A little bit of a challenge to them to see if they'll pick up the rest of the team.
We'll see how they respond now. On first down, this is Geis. The 20. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 34 yards there and a first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football.
Mike 54.
Murray looks to throw again, 2nd and 10. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. They'll start the drive with Elliott. Elliott a first down and more. Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. The 30, 20, 10, touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys get a bit closer. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down now to 22.
16.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Certainly no reason to panic. They've got the 3-score lead, but the turnover last time, the interception that led to a touchdown, you'd have to think they might not be dialing that up again.
Yeah, probably not. They're still in fantastic shape, though, so I would imagine before he tried it out here for this series, head coach probably just leaned over to him and was like, listen, we're wearing these color shirts. Throw it to those guys, not the others. Try to make a joke out of it and just let him go out there with a little bit more confidence.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Back to the air on second down. It's Murray. Eluding the pressure right. On the run. He'll let this go deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. They've got it first and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. On the ground, it's Geis. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. On second and goal, Murray. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. The PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play, so they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Here we go. Wide eight. Watch it, divide. I want that. Give me that ball.
On first down, Elliott. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. The Redskins going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Elliott, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Easy work. Check 55, Mike.
On third down, Elliott. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a fourth down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Despite being 0 for 4 converting these so far, I guess they're going to say fifth time's the charm. They're going again on fourth down.
Here we go, 47.
Mike 55. Hey, eat. So we got man.
Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55. Quit talking about it.
Here we go, 47. Here we go, 26.
Prescott to throw on fourth. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Redskins will take control of the football in great field position.
We got three, fellas, we got 3.
Back to throw it. Murray. Blitz coming, and down he goes.